rookie quarterbacks and who the best one actually is in my opinion. So let's start with the Titans beating the Browns 31-28. So on the Browns said this was probably Shedeur Sanders' best game yet. He made a great throw to Jerry Jeudy that was deep. He also had a nice touchdown pass to David Njoku, some solid throws to Fanning, as well as a bunch of screen passes to Quinshon Judkins. Now I will say if we're looking at the totality of the game, he did also throw a bad interception, but of course it's normal for rookies. And also up until that final drive, he did have a rough completion percentage. At one point I think he was 14 of 31. And also I didn't like Stefanski taking the ball out of his hands on that final 2-point conversion that got totally botched. So in that situation, I am actually with the whole Shedeur stands. So of course he had over 300 yards passing and 4 total touchdowns in this game. Overall a really good game, but I also don't want to get into the whole overreaction of handing your franchise over this guy, call him a Hall of Famer already, he's the best. I mean, once again, this was against the Titans. Now I do believe and have believed it from the start, talent-wise, this guy is deserving. He's definitely an NFL caliber player, talent-wise. To what extent, of course, that remains to be seen, and how long he actually lasts, I think is going to be determined by, in large part, his ability to lead a team. Anyways, on the other side, although not as flashy stat-wise, Cam Ward actually had a pretty solid game, I thought. He had 2 touchdown passes of his own, and also, of course, he was going up against a much tougher defense than the Browns' defense, who just so happened to have the best defensive player in all of football, Myles Garrett. Tony Pollard had a big game, and the Titans got the win. Anyways, now I want to talk about who I think has actually been the most impressive rookie quarterback so far this year. So it's not Shedeur Sanders, it's not Cam Ward, but it's actually Tyler Shough, I think. And I wasn't even aware of how good this guy was until a few weeks ago I saw on Twitter. I saw some other guys pointing it out. And if we're looking at the difficulty of his throws that he's making, and the runs that he's getting, he's playing at super elite level. And it may not always show up on the stat sheet, but first off, he just beat the Bucks and had 2 massive running touchdowns, and he actually outplayed Baker Mayfield. I know that a lot of people out there were making fun of the Saints when they drafted him in the 2nd round, but he's making all those people start to eat their words. Of course he's older, but I do think he's also way more polished and he's ready. I think the Saints have a good one in him, and definitely have something to build off of between him and Olave. Now in some other big news from this week, I'll start with the Colts losing to the Jaguars, and also Daniel Jones going down with an Achilles injury, which sucks for him. After the incredible start he and the Colts had to this season, it may be falling apart at the seams right now, and the Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence have actually looked way better recently. Lawrence threw for 244 and had 2 passing touchdowns, and Travis Etienne also had 2 rushing touchdowns in this one too. But if the reports are true, the Colts are currently working at Phillip Rivers, 44-year-old, to possibly play, or maybe even back up Riley Leonard. You know me, and how much I love all the veterans. So as shocked as I am, and unlikely as this whole thing seems, I would love to see it happen, and I would love to see Phillip